Introductions to Algebra. Now, we are going to explore the fundamentals of algebra. Think of algebra as a puzzle where we use letters, called variables, to represent missing or unknown numbers. Algebra becomes very useful when you know the total or outcome, but need to figure out the details. For example, imagine you know the total number of candies, but need to determine how many pieces of candy are hidden inside each bag. Let's go over some key symbols and definitions. First, we have the variable, which is a symbol, usually a letter like X or Y, that represents an unknown number that we are trying to find. Variables are placeholders for values we don't yet know. Next, we have the equation. An equation is a mathematical sentence that states that two things are equal. This is shown using the equal sign. For example, if we say 3 plus x equals 10, the equation tells us that the sum of 3 and x is equal to 10. Finally, we have an expression. An expression is a combination of numbers, variables, and operations, such as addition or multiplication, but it does not contain an equal sign. For example, 3 plus x is an expression. It's not an equation because we are not saying that it is equal to something else. Solving a simple equation. We are going to solve the equation x plus 5 equals 12. Step by step. You already know the total, which is 12, and one part, which is 5. To find x, you need to subtract 5 from 12. This gives us x equals 12 minus 5, which simplifies to x equals 7. In this way, x equals 7 is the solution to the equation. Creating an expression. Let's create an expression to calculate the total cost if each candy costs $2 and you buy x candies. Step by step. The cost of one candy is $2. If you buy x candies, the total cost is 2 times x, or 2x. The expression 2x represents the total cost of buying x candies. Practice problems. If 3x equals 15, find x. To solve for x, divide both sides of the equation by 3. This gives x equals 15 divided by 3. The result is x equals 5. Solve for y. Y minus 4 equals 10. To find y, add 4 to both sides of the equation. This gives us y equals 10 plus 4, which simplifies to y equals 14. Let's test your understanding with quiz questions. Solve 2x plus 6 equals 14. If 5x equals 25, what is x? Find x if x plus 3 equals 8. Solve 10 minus x equals 3. What is x if 4x equals 20? Here are the answers to the quiz questions. 1. Solve 2x plus 6 equals 14. To solve for x, first subtract 6 from both sides of the equation. This gives 2x equals 14 minus 6, which simplifies to 2x equals 8. Now, divide both sides by 2 to get x equals 8 divided by 2, which simplifies to x equals 4. If 5x equals 25, what is x? To solve for x, divide both sides of the equation by 5. This gives x equals 25 divided by 5. Simplifying this gives x equals 5. Find x if x plus 3 equals 8. To solve for x, subtract 3 from both sides of the equation. This gives x equals 8 minus 3, which simplifies to x equals 5. Solve 10 minus x equals 3. To find x, first subtract 10 from both sides. This gives negative x equals 3 minus 10, which simplifies to negative x equals negative 7. Finally, multiply both sides by negative 1 to get x equals 7. What is x if 4x equals 20? To solve for x, divide both sides of the equation by 4. This gives x equals 20 divided by 4, which simplifies to x equals 5.